Good morning, rabbit lovers. Welcome to the Happy Harvest Homestead. Today we will be transferring our oldest meat rabbit kits from the colony where they have been born and raised up to this point into this new colony pen I just set up for them. Our main meat rabbit colony is not big enough to house all of our kits until butcher time. We have to put them in a separate space once they are old enough to leave mama. Because only a few of our does have started having litters so far, we are able to keep these kits in the main colony for longer than usual. But hopefully, as this new breeding season starts up again, more does will have litters and we will have to be more on time about separating our kits. You may recognize this wire structure as the pasture pen I built in April of this year, and have been using to rotate our grow outs over our pastures this spring and summer. Because it is now winter and not much is growing, we have stopped using this pasture pen for its intended purpose. But when we needed some place to put our older kits, I thought, why not turn the pasture pen into a static colony pen with bedding? So this morning I got it out of storage and set it up. One problem we had to deal with was the wire flooring. 1 foot of hardwood cloth was already attached around the perimeter of the pen to keep the rabbits from squeezing underneath the wire walls, but the middle was left open so they could forage and eat freely. Now that we are going to keep the pen in one place for a long time, there was a chance the rabbits would start digging burrows and escape. But thankfully, we have some extra wire fencing lying around that we laid on the floor, so now the entire floor of the pen is covered by wire to prevent the rabbits from digging out. It was tricky to find the perfect place to put this pen. As you can tell, it is not predator-proof at all. Our farm dogs do a great job of keeping most predators away, but we wanted to be extra sure that these rabbits would be safe. So we put the pen right up against the dog yard, so any land predator would have to come out into the open right to where the dogs like to hang out if they wanted to try to get a rabbit. As for aerial predators, the pen is super close to both the house and the barn, and our dog Fang likes to bark at any bird or plane that flies over his territory. Add to all of these safeguards the fact that in all those months of shuffling this pen all around the property this spring and summer, we didn't have any issue with predators. I feel very confident in the safety of our grow outs. Now that I have explained a bit about what we're doing, let's put the finishing touches on this pen so we can put the bunnies in here. See you in a bit! I am now done with the final additions. These rabbits are going to have a great time living here. Now, you may be noticing that not all of the ground has bedding on it. Sadly, we are running low on straw right now. A family member is in town right now getting straw as part of their errands, but we will not have it here until tonight. So I went ahead and put down all the straw we have, and I'll finish the job tomorrow morning. The bunnies won't mind, and it's only for a few hours. You may also be noticing that seemingly random rocks and bricks are lying around the floor of the pen. When we were putting stakes in the ground to hold the wire in place, in many areas the ground is so rocky that the stake wouldn't go in all the way. So in those places we had to use heavy things to hold the wire in place. If I allow the edges of the wire to stick up, it's possible for the rabbits to go under the wire and dig, which would defeat the whole purpose of having wire in the first place. The rocks are a bit of an eyesore, but pretty soon the bedding will cover them, so they won't be seen for long. Unlike many things during this project, providing food, water, and shelter for these rabbits was very easy. For the water, I simply took one of the water bowls from the colony and put it on 2 cinder blocks to help keep it free from straw bits. The cinder blocks also serve an extra purpose as 2 little tunnels for the kits to play in. We are using one of our old rabbit tractors for their shelter in this pen. We still need to do a bit of winterizing on it, but it's supposed to be warm and sunny the next few days, so we can save that project for a later time. The hay feeder also was pretty easy. I managed to find some old rabbit cage wire and make a little feeder that attached to the side of the tractor. When I winterize the tractor, I'll put a piece of tarp or plastic on the side of the tractor so the hay does not get wet when it rains. Now that you are all caught up on the pen setup, let's get some rabbits in here. Here they all are. They're piled on top of each other. Everyone we could find. We're gonna weigh them now and put them in the area. Okay, first kit to go in. What do you think? Yeah, how fun. You're like, this has been one of the hardest days of my life. You're just gonna sit there? Well, we have to get back to weighing, but we'll just watch you, okay? Have fun. We'll put some more buddies in with you shortly. Look how cute. Isn't that adorable? Oh my gosh. Okay, here's how we weigh them and mark it down. So put them on. And then they're doing a pretty good job for the most part of staying still. Let me look at the thing, and it looks like about 1.5 pounds. So we just kind of go generally. So 1.5 pounds. And I'm going to do a quick health check on them, but it's going to be hard to be doing on camera, so I'm just going to do it off camera. And then we drop them in. There you go, with your friends. Then I wrote down he was the 16th rabbit we did. Black, 1.5 pounds, and he's male. So in total we have 19 kits. 4 of them are the breeders we are keeping in the colony, so we don't have 19 in here. But we included them in the weighing just so we could tell and know. And all of that went very well. So these kits are from a wide age range. The oldest ones are from Acrobat's litter, and I think they're around 8 weeks old. And then the youngest I have in here is Elodie's litter, who is like 5, 6 weeks old. I don't exactly remember. So the age difference has a lot to do with the size and the weight of the rabbits. But our biggest rabbit was 2 3/4 pounds, and she was the black one with that weird nose thing that she is almost done healing from all by herself. So she was the biggest, and I'm assuming she's from Acrobat's litter because she's so big, so she's probably super old as well. And then the youngest, he was kind of squirmy, but he's this one, the black male. He was 1 pound. So it's possible we got that a little wrong because he was wiggling so much. So he is probably one of Elodie's kits because he's probably younger and therefore smaller. So, but the average is about 1.5 pounds, and that's pretty good. And most of our kits are black, so interesting to know. And now we get to watch them. They are so fun to watch. They're exploring their new home, and it's really, really cute, and they're having a lot of fun. You enjoying that sunshine? He's just sitting there with his eyes half closed, like absorbing the sun. Oh yeah, is that good? Is that good? Because we don't have straw yet to put all over the ground, they're eating some of the greens that are poking through the wire. I guess that's not a bad thing. But you guys should enjoy it while you can, because pretty soon it's going to be all gone, covered up. And this pen is set up right next to the dog yard we have. So Roxy is doing pretty good. She really enjoys watching rabbits, and if she had the chance to, she would totally eat them. But she's not barking her head off anymore, and she's doing much better than she was. She's been making rapid progress with being able to see the rabbits in the colony and not get to them, and also the Angora cages. And so far she's doing amazing with these guys as well. So hopefully she continues to learn that rabbits are to be protected and not eaten. It is now the next morning, and I just finished putting bedding on the rest of the pen, so now they have bedding everywhere. All I have left to do is put a tarp on that place, and on this side, and on that side as well. And then I'll be done. But for now, let's watch some of these really cute baby bunnies.